invites to the... How much should we buy, though? Dude, I am literally telling you that you can buy a money processor from a company whose executives get all the invites to the World Economic Forum, the BIS, the IMF, the ECB, the Fed, all of these, Visa, fucking MasterCard, they get the invites. You can buy this money processor that settles in 3 to 5 seconds over a distributed ledger. You can buy this, okay? The fact that you can even buy it is insane. And you couldn't there for a while because the SEC went after them and they got them delisted until they won the big ruling in the court case that it's not a security. Therefore, it's a commodity, it's a money processor. Get it? So a little bit about myself. So when I was 19 years old, I was a delegate for Ron Paul during the 2012 election. Later on that year, I ran for committeeman, lost. But you know what? I think for what I wrote in the paper that year, the IRS went after my family. And guess what? They took away our house. Yeah, my parents had a divorce for the stress of it all. One of them tried to kill himself. And, you know, he's been crazy ever since. And, you know, set me into a couple years of darkness there. Never took the fucking vaccine because saw through that shit. And, you know, supported Trump the entire fucking time. So, you know, here's the deal. Maybe we need a public campaign for them to, you know, finally respond to me, because I've been pestering them through X this entire fucking time, and none of them have responded to me. And I'm probably one of the best representatives for everybody to go in there, call out the scams, and say, you know what, we're not going to go with the Ivy League Johnny-come-lately motherfucker. We're going to go with one of the guys that was, you know, I've been on this before Elon or Vivek, you know, and from very early on. Not these Johnny-come-lately Ivy League bastards. It needs to be one of us, all right? I got fucking squirrels in my goddamn ceiling, all right? And I know y'all are suffering in your own ways, too. You know, I just suffered a little differently. But all I want to do is take this fucking Leviathan down. And I don't give a shit how many hours I have to work. You know, I even sent him a message. I said, all you gotta do is make sure my bills are paid, stick me in a hotel, give me 2 meals a day, and I'm yours for 2 years. That's all you gotta fucking do for me. I would go after them with joy. Coin Maxi. What the hell did you expect from 60 Minutes? The same people that love to fuck over Trump. What the hell did you expect from them? They call it 60 Minutes. They give him 5 less to explain a very long history that fucking Ripple has with battling the government and helping change the whole entire financial system that we know it, because it's basically just a fucking money processor. Yeah. And, you know, it's all sponsored by Pfizer. Come on, people. These people are doing any fucking thing to keep this on a fucking lid. You know, don't do that. Don't take over SWIFT. That's our little fucking way of controlling the world. Because the BRICS nations have had it. They've absolutely had it. They're settling in their own currencies. And there's only a couple ways you can do that in 3 to 5 seconds over distributed ledgers. And that is XRP and probably even XLM. Same founders, same tech, just different customers. Guys, you need to get on the ball here, all right? This is Scam City. We're battling the NFTers, the memers, the fucking Bitcoin maxis, and a little goblin known as Michael Saylor, who's infecting the entire country with all of his fucking Bitcoin bullshit. Because these NFTs, ETFs, all right, that's not BlackRock's money. No. That is people asking through their 401k provider for allocation into it. So it's not BlackRock's fucking money. All right, it's just more people into the fucking pyramid, and he's taking out loans to buy more Bitcoin, and then he'll reinvest some into the stock market. The fucking MicroStrategy bomb, it's gonna go off. And that motherfucker is trying to sell his bag to the fucking government. He's trying to get us to sell the United States Treasury gold for code. This guy's a fucking asshole, man. And people, you know, you got to listen a little bit to Peter Schiff, because Peter, he was one of the guys that went down to Occupy in 2012 or 2011, and he was telling them about all the evils of the Federal Reserve. He may not understand all the technology that's associated with, Ripple and whatnot. We need him on our side. We should fucking post at him. But he's had it right about what fucking Bitcoin is. He may not be able to explain it correctly, but that intuition and saying that, what does it fucking do? That is right on the goddamn money. All right. So, these people at fucking CBS with 60 Minutes, they treat the public trust like a cum rag. Okay? They always have. And they will do anything for their fucking donors and whomever else. So what you need to do right now is run along and repost this shit so we can, keep people on the fucking ball here. I had a little more to say about that BS interview. All right, they're talking about, who's trying to be compliant with financial regulations, and here Ripple is the only one to get all the invites to all the highfalutin financial institutions, the World Economic Forum, the IMF, the BIS, World Bank, all these other places. They got the relationships. They're actually helping them solve their fucking spreadsheet problems. And, because basically XRP is just a fucking money processor that settles over a distributed ledger in 3 to 5 seconds, which means the BRICS has a way of actually trading with us through a neutral bridge asset. Get it? This is how geopolitics is fucking changing, and how the whole financial system that we have right now, from the Federal Reserve, IRS, SWIFT, and then the U.S. military being that enforcement mechanism, is going to be collapsed down because the third world's too fucking pissed off about it, all of it, getting screwed over and having just corrupt government after corrupt government sponsored by the fucking CIA. So, the point being here is, look, this is a sea change, an epoch change, if you will, 1,000 years in the making, where finally we get rid of a reserve currency, and everybody is just basically on the equal playing field that, Trump was talking about. We just want the equal playing field, right? We're just going to do reciprocal tariffs, okay? If you don't think he knows about Ripple and what's about ready to happen, you're fucking fooling yourself. He's doing this Bitcoin reserve thing. He's bluffing about it because he has to, because these Bitcoin maxis are fucking insane. All right, they have no logical thinking for how, okay, a code should be traded for the U.S. Treasury gold, and you're talking about a man who has a golden escalator and a golden toilet. He's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. If anything, he'll set up the Bitcoin reserve just to pay off our fucking debt, and then he'll collapse it, leaving them with fucking nothing, okay? It's just a big political game that's going on here, trying to, how are we going to get rid of this fucking debt without really hyperinflating everything and screwing over everybody else to have a huge exchange rate to get into the new fucking system. You got to see the forest through the fucking trees here, man. You have to, pick apart what's actually going on here. And the thing is, the FIT 21 bill and SAB 121, it did have bipartisan support. It should have been fucking signed. It should, and SAB 121 should have been out the fucking door, and all these financial institutions should be able to fucking custody it. But it doesn't even matter anyway, because Ripple has the fucking not a security status, and the judge ruled that, financial institutions can use it as its purpose for a fucking cross-border payment, a settlement mechanism, a money processor. These are massive changes that are going on here, and you need to understand them, okay? And it's like, maybe that's what my purpose is, just somebody who can just, let's take the whole big picture, let's bring it down and shove it in your freaking prefrontal cortex so you can save your family. You people that are worried about price action for XRP, you crack me the fuck up. You know why? Here's why. What have I been saying to you this entire time? That XRP is the way to get around SWIFT for all these BRICS nations and everywhere else. What happened today? Bashar al-Assad's government fucking collapsed. What was Assad's government status in SWIFT? They were under heavy sanctions! And what happened last week when XRP was starting to rise in price? South Korea went under martial fucking law, and they were a huge liquidity hub. God damn it, people. What the fuck is your problem? Don't you understand that XRP, its value is directly tied to its use? So the amount of transactions that's going on over the fucking ledger directly equates to its rise in price. It floats with it. So when a government that's highly fucking sanctioned collapses, they're no longer transacting over the fucking ledger. Get it? Fuck, man. This is about a revolution in fucking banking, in international relations. This is geopolitics. This is everything, man. This is the whole fucking ball game. The whole fucking ball game. You need to understand what the fuck you bought, dude. Read a book. You know, read something. God damn it. I shouldn't have to hold your fucking hand. I shouldn't have to hold your hand through this. Use some critical thinking, man. Look, read the fucking newspaper. People that have listened to me, they have 4x their returns just on XRP. And I tell them still, don't fucking ever sell it. Don't ever sell it. You know why? Because then you can use that XRP inside of a liquidity pool between sovereign nations or between institutions and earn a yield, a passive income. Forever. Forever. This is how you get out of the fucking hamster wheel. You need to understand what's about ready to happen. $36 trillion worth of debt, you don't pay it off. You collapse it. You default. They know this is happening. Trump knows. Kamala knew it too. They all know. They all know. That's why crypto's not going to be taxed. Crypto that's made here in the United States, okay, there's only a certain amount of companies that make crypto in the United States. Bitcoin is what's going to be used to help collapse this whole goddamn thing. Because all Bitcoin is, it's not a store of value. That's how you know it's a scam. It is a money processor. That's it. You know why? Because their system, the Bitcoin system, at least is not 3 to 5 days to settle, like Swift is. And they're only settling in Tether, USDT, or whatever else, but they're doing it over the Bitcoin system because it's, what, nine transactions per block. It's too slow, and it's too expensive, and not all of it is pre-mined, which means most of the power is with China because they have all the miners. They're going with a company, the United States Treasury is, Ripple, that already has everything pre-mined. All of the ledgers are already out there. They have all these NDAs. It's going to be a flip of the fucking switch. You won't have time to get into it. You won't have time. And the time is running out. Now that it's starting to finally rise in price, you should be fucking scared.
XRP is just a different use case. It's built more for banks and money transfers and remittance. If I want to send money across the country, across the world, XRP was built as the banker's coin. It has all the standards and regulations already pre-built in that bankers can use it and integrate into their systems.
Do you define XRP as centralized?
It's like in the middle. It's okay. Sort of decentralized, but it is centralized in a way. That's the reason why I didn't like it. And I talked to a banker that was at a cryptocurrency conference, and he was like talking about, he's like, I don't understand Bitcoin. Who do I call if something happens? And I'm like, well, it's nobody to call. I'm a pure technologist. And then it hit me that the old school bankers will never trust 100% something like Bitcoin or Ethereum because there's nobody you can call, no company to look up. That's what they're used to. So XRP would fit right into that world. Yeah. And then it hit me that XRP could do extraordinarily well in that situation. Then I changed over to becoming pro XRP.